Is there anything about the disease that scares you, or why do you think other people might be scared?
Well, I think that people fear the disease because they're unknown to it, and if they could just become more aware of what the disease is, they will, and learn tools to deal with the disease, they won't have so much fear with it, of it.
Yeah. What was your experience with Alzheimer's disease or with dementia? Have you had people in your life?
Well, my mother had dementia, and at first my response was fear, but I realized that once I learned about Alzheimer's Society and how they can help me, and how they can give me information and tools to deal with my challenges, I had a support system, and it was just much easier to move forward and to give my mother a good quality of life, even though she was a person living with dementia.
Okay. And what were some of the first symptoms or changes that you noticed? It might be helpful for other people to be aware of.
Oh, the simplest things. The first experience I had was just the fact that my mother could not make a piece of toast, and it made me more aware of to watch her and to observe what the challenges were. And when I realized that she had challenges with simple daily tasks, I knew that I had to move forward and get some help and have her diagnosed and what was the real problem.
Okay. And the process of diagnosis, who did you see? Are there specialists that are involved? What could someone expect?
Well, I believe that if you start with your general doctor and you tell them what your fears are, that they will guide you to the right resources. And I believe that in all hospitals there's geriatric clinics and there's memory clinics, and you can start there and ask questions there, and they will help you to get the right resources to help you through your challenges.
Okay. Have you sorry, I'm blanking.
It's okay, that's what I
do. What type of resources could someone who's caregiving for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's disease benefit from? Like, what do they need help with?
Oh gosh, they need communication skills. They need to learn that they're not in this alone, and they need to learn that there's so many different methods to communicate with somebody with dementia and Alzheimer's, and it's actually quite enlightening that when you do get help and you do get the right tools to work with, that you yourself find it easier to communicate and to move forward with the disease.
Okay. If you had sort of an idea of what a typical day would be for a caregiver, like what would you say would be a part of the reality?
Well, I think a typical day caring for somebody with dementia would be just walking through the daily tasks as simply, with as much humor as you can possibly grasp. So from waking up in the morning to anything as simple as brushing your teeth, putting on a shoe, or putting on a hat could be a challenge. So you have to find humor in what you're doing, and the most important thing is you cannot be afraid to ask for help. You must always know that there is help out there, and if you do a little bit of research, you will find out there's a lot of different resources for you to get aid and guidance.
Okay. What would be the nicest memory from your experience, your nicest memory of caregiving for someone or working with people with dementia?
I'd say the nicest memory is their words. They will always say what one may think are the weirdest things, but everything has meaning. And if you are with a person with dementia or Alzheimer's and you just stop and actually really listen, you will find warmth and special meaning in everything said from every single person at some point.
It's beautiful. If you can give if you could share with us what your dreams would be moving forward, what would you like to see happen?
Easily. My dream is that people would become more aware that everybody out there, if you see somebody that has challenges, there's a reason. Whether it be Alzheimer's disease or any disease, do not judge, do not speculate, just stop and don't presume you know what that person's problem is, because you never, ever know what their problem is.
Thank you very much. Is there any other messages that you would think is important to share with us today?
I think a really important message would be for people just to stop, breathe, and realize everybody has their challenges. And Alzheimer's disease is very easy to look at somebody, judge, but the truth is a person living with Alzheimer's disease is a complete person. They're just living with Alzheimer's disease.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.